Someday over the rainbow. Good evening. That's right. Well, um, I'm pretty much guessing that they didn't call in the Illinois National Guard because they're busy with convoy. Yeah. A dark moon on the 6th of June and the Kenworth hauling logs. Cab over Pete with a reaper on it and Jimmy hauling hogs. Yeah. They're probably now just cleaning that up from June 6th. You know, arrest each and every one of them. Check everyone's legal status. If they're not here legally, take their asses home. Arrest them, throw in jail. Federal offenses. Oh yeah. Well, maybe he should have got up on his roof and started picking up a few of them. Just saying. I can neither confirm nor deny, but you know what I mean. Oh, I moved back in 78. Well, look at all the fun he missed out on. Huh. Where was all the city cops, the state police, and the county sheriff at the time this was happening? Oh, Stita, I didn't see any law enforcement other than ICE agents. What did Newsom tell them to stand down or something? Oh yeah, yeah, just like Butler told him stand down. Isn't that funny? CNN wasn't not at any of Trump's rallies, not one of them, except for the Butler one. Well, I bet it was fast. Was it as fast as a Cadillac that passed that hot rod Lincoln? There ain't no more. Yeah, they had come up 55 seconds. Oh, Compton's another good place. How far is that from Watts? Next door? Yeah. I was only a couple years old, but I remember hearing about the Watts riots. Yeah, I remember when the National Guard killed a few at Kent State, too. Oh, I bet. Ugh. Well, I bet that was a good old time. The Watts riots were in '63. Well, he wasn't there living there yet. Then was he working there then? I thought about doing it outside tonight. Hello, Greg. I'm doing fine. How are you? Yeah, it's 73 degrees out. I told Kathy, I said I should do it outside. The junkyard inner city estate. Well, me too. I couldn't afford a watch. I just looked at a broken clock and knew it was going to be right twice a day. The weather down there, is it? Yeah. We had Domino's pizza tonight. Now, they had a special going all week. Get a large two topping pizza for $6.99. That was great. The only thing is I never seen a commercial or an ad for it until last night that it was for all week. And then I looked at the Domino's website and it ended today at the close of business. So we ordered Italian sausage and green pepper and a ham and pineapple. Avoid the noise. Yeah. And I ordered thin crust. And then I ordered Parmesan bites. Those were $2.99. So for two large pizzas and Parmesan bites was $16.97 out the door, tax and all. That wasn't bad. So we practically got about maybe a full pizza left of the two of them combined together because it was just Kathy and I. So and then I got I don't know 4 or 5 of them pretzel bites still, or not pretzel, but Parmesan bites. I didn't think it was bad. Kathy didn't like it, so. Why can't you eat, Shan? You got dinner done yet? Oh, your sugar's too high. Oh, some DiGiorno Supremes? Yeah. I like DiGiorno pizzas. The only bad thing about watermelon is you can eat a ton of it and you're still not, you know, after you eat it, you're still hungry. You know what they call Brazil nuts in Brazil? Huh, nuts. No, they just call them nuts. You ever watch that movie, The Rundown with a Rock? And I can't remember that one. I can't remember his name, Shane or Sean or something like that. And The Rock said at a bar in Brazil, and he said, "These are pretty good nuts, Brazil nuts. What do you guys call them down here?" She said, "We call them nuts." Yeah, yeah. You ain't got time to. By the time you eat all that watermelon, you got time to flick that switch. Just hope it's on. They're the hardest. Brazil nuts are the hardest nuts to get out of the shell. Yeah, yeah, BFH, yeah. And channel watching, air chisel. Oh, I like almonds and cashews too. My favorite candy bar is a payday. Uh, I had an unfortunate accident yesterday. I was in my recliner. I had my blanket on the top of me, and the kitty, she was laying between my legs, and Kathy, or my daughter, brought the cat Spirit a mouse um, with catnip in it. So they give it to her, and she was having a good old time. She was laying there between my legs, and she had that mouse in her paws, and she was chewing on it, and she'd kick it up in the air and everything. Well, she did that for about 10 minutes, and she was just having a good old time. She went to roll, and she about fell off in the foot part of the recliner. And when she did that, she, how can I put it? She turned on the switchblades and she dug in. And when she dug in, she got me on the leg. And then she jumped off. Well, about 10 seconds later, I throw the blanket off of me because it hurt like hell. And then I yell for Kathy because I've got blood running everywhere. She sliced me pretty good with them anti-slip, clip hangers that she has. Um, Kathy went running to the bathroom to get a washcloth. My daughter come in with a paper towel and she held it on my leg until Kathy got back to wash it off, and then they put some antibacterial on it and a big gauze bandage. Had to use one of them about this big to do it. I know she didn't mean it. She was falling and she was just trying to catch herself, and I wasn't mad at her. About 20 minutes after that, she come back and laid down on between my legs again, on about my knees. She didn't wrestle with nothing then. She just laid there for a couple hours. Yeah, if I was going to need a blood transfusion, yeah, I was bleeding pretty hefty. Um, the skin on my legs is real thin, anyways, and so I get any small scrape or cut bleeds. That bled pretty good. Like I said, I wasn't mad at her. I didn't yell at her. I didn't, get mad at her. That's a little bit, about, oh, I don't know. After the second time we're laying down, she had her mouse out there in the living room, and she was in there on the carpet in front of the door. I reached down and grabbed her mouse and held it up and shook it, and then I put it right down to her, and she grabbed a hold of it like, "Hey, that's mine." You know, no, Greg, I didn't need her to grab anything else with them claws. When did that happen? Now, the other leg is the one that when I was in my hover round, I had a piece of steel pipe, probably 2 feet long, 1 inch, maybe not even an inch, half inch, 3/4 of an inch, um, fell off in a shell. And when it did, it went right down the front of my calf, my shin, and went down the front of my shin and cut me about 7 inches long. And I thought I was going to bleed to death before an ambulance got here. I was the only one here. Everybody was gone. Kathy was in Toledo. I didn't have a vehicle here at the time. Huh. Sometimes them little ones are the worst ones. I do too. Well, anyways, I got to add. Hold on. When that piece of pipe cut my leg, they ended up taking me to the hospital by ambulance, and then they couldn't sew it because the skin is so thin on my legs. They said they wouldn't be able to sew it. Um, so what they ended up doing was putting it together and then bandaging it. And then I had to go to wound care, um, which was at the part. It was at the hospital, and I'd have to go there on Monday and Wednesday. And we did that for like 9 weeks. And the first couple of visits we went there, they would cut dead skin off of me. But the only problem is they cut the live skin because they had to get away from the dead skin, so they'd cut the live skin. And you ain't felt pain until you've had something alive cut off in you. Yeah. It sure does. Sure up to think about it. It sure does. Huh. Well, you'll find out tomorrow. that they cut it and then they push it together and they tape it real good and have gauze on it and all this other stuff. And then I'd come back, they would cut the dead again, and then finally it started to heal. And it took a long time. Well, you're probably good. I talked to the auctioneer that's doing the Willie Bill's auction, and he's already got a food vendor, so I guess he doesn't, because he was trying to see if I would do it for him. I said, well, I don't know, I got to think about it. Well, I found somebody a couple of days afterwards. He didn't bother to tell me, but I asked today, and he said he's already found somebody. I said, fine. You didn't know what it was? I know they need some nourishment there, yeah. Ándale, ándale, arriba, arriba. Epe, epe. Remember that Dumb and no, Pet Detective or Jim Carrey, Pet Detective in Africa or whatever. When Jim Carrey ate that poison ivy, I never seen anybody eat poison ivy before. No, there you go. Get you some ice cream, something, something low sugar. I don't know, but you see, Maxine Waters tried to get in there, and they shut the door on her. I'm Maxine Waters, and I want my congressional oversight. The guy said, "Sorry, click, shut the door." Let's see. Trying to find it. There's a link to it. Yeah, those are peaceful protests too. Yeah, I seen that. Don't forget, Juneteenth is coming up too. Yeah, yeah. I bet that car doesn't think so either. They're just doing it so that because they know they can get away with it. You know, and if they want to thank somebody for Juneteenth, tell them to thank the Republican Party because the Democrats didn't abolish slavery. I'm back. I'm back in the saddle again. I know I'm trying to kick it hard. Front row, Shaggy. I know I'm back. I'm back. I'm back in the saddle again. Welcome back. Well, thank you. Hello, Jerry. Nice to see you. Wait, you heard about the Eskimo going into the parts store, didn't you? The Eskimo goes into the parts store and he's waving this part. The guy looks at him and says, "Oh, you blow a seal?" He said, "Nope, just had an ice cream." Yeah, the sleepies, not yet. I am tuckered though. I don't know why. I didn't get up to 10:30 or something like that today. I mean, I got up in the middle of the night several times, and then around 4:30, I think it was, I finally took a muscle relaxer and went back to bed. I know. I got to stop that too. I mean, I'm working too hard. Didn't take much. Yeah, I bet that. I don't think my green onions are going to come up. I mean, I got a bunch of them, but they're only like this big, and they're still, they're not any bigger than they were a week ago. Well, Charlie Kirk, he was talking about Donald Trump and the Elon Musk debacle. He seems to think it is a joke between the two of them because Elon put out there that Trump was on the Epstein list. If Trump was on the Epstein list, Don't you think Biden and the Democrats would have posted that already? You need a new mattress? Oh, I got 25 of them there, Skeeter. I'll blow up. You want one? I don't think, actually, I think it is, you know, I think they're doing it for the Democrats' enjoyment or something like that. I wish I had $1 billion I could just, squander around. Elon's worth um, 383 billion dollars, so he can afford to play around. I bet they ain't burning their own cars, are they? Hey, tell your shoes, you old snuggle bunny, you. Hi, Kenny. Anybody have a cigarette? Hmm. Yeah, it's smarter than they look. Hmm. Well, I may not be wrapped tight, but I'm wrapped tight enough for my tanny. See, well, it must be all luck. Because CNN ain't going to show you, you know, um, destruction. They're going to say it is a peaceful protest. They need the views. Yeah. You tell her, Kenny, how much you appreciate it. I know you do. I know you do. I know you do. I know you do. Yeah. Yeah. I hear you. You didn't say good evening, dog. You're looking handsome as ever. You know, I tell you, you looking lovely as ever. And good morning, gorgeous. By the way, Kathy, Jerry, and Kenny, you're looking lovely as ever tonight. Yep, 6'9". Oh, you too, junkyard. Sorry. What am I, chopped liver? Oh, Hershey. Yeah. Yeah. Well, you missed it. We can't go back and talk about it now, but you missed it, Jerry. You're just going to have to look at the live stream later. Yep. And we dedicated that segment just to you, and you weren't there. Well, of course we did. It goes on from the 45-minute mark to the 49-minute mark. We had a lot to say. Well, I don't think it was all good, but some of it might not have been all true either. But it was said. Dr. Kathy, oh, for patching my leg up. Yeah. Good evening, cornbread. More than Dr. Jill, that's right. Yeah. Dr. Jill, she ain't no doctor. Only how long before they put old Joseph in a nursing home? Well, the day he left office, Jill was probably ready to call hospice on him. She ain't no lady. Oh, I don't know if Tim's on vacation or not. I haven't seen him in a week. Yeah, Tony, I had to show that. Oh, yeah? Was it a nice tweet or a bad tweet? You know, because CBS or ABC or whatever has been sued for like $20 million or something like that. The Candyman can, that's right. Yeah, I seen that. Oh, I had to share that with Junkyard and a few others. Put the link up there, Cornbread, so I can see what happened. If you would, please. Now, you know, Kenny, all I do is I just do this stuff for fun. Okay, all right. Who likes candy? Raise your hand. You're right. If you're talking about the Epstein list, if they're on it, they should go to jail. Each and every one of them. I don't care who's on it. Even if it's Trump, they ought to go to jail. Now, see, I was saying that today. If earlier, if Trump was on the list for Epstein, the Democrats would have had that out already. I know for replacements. 'All right, Dale. We'll see you later. I'm going to stick around here until Cornbread puts that link in for me. Well, wouldn't that be an act of God? 727. That's okay. All right, everybody. Cornbread, put the link in. I'm going to take off. I will see you tomorrow morning at 6:30 a.m. Eastern Standard. Remember, I'm only going to do it till 7:30 in the morning. We'll see how that works, and then I might change it the week after that and go to 7:30 instead of 6:30 and see if it works out better that way. We'll find out. Have a blessed day, everybody. Good night. Take care.